Alright, and we're back. Now then. I don't know what we were doing, honestly. We talked about stuff. Oh! The spider. Dokugumon. There we go. I remember names. Sometimes. So yeah. Just got home from and I'm trying to remind myself what happened, because for you, honestly, what I was gonna say was gonna be even more incriminating, I guess. I don't know what you want to call it, but like, all right. So for you, these videos come out weekly. You know, the sessions are cut up. For me, I do these daily. Now, to be fair though, I didn't sleep much. But that's just a recurring thing right now, so, you know, whatever. Would I not put in? But I guess I can put in Lopmon. Not yet. I guess I can take out Biomon and move back right. And I can move Labramon. No, not Biomon. Let's put Lopmon where Biomon is. Or what? Not Labramon. Fuck. There we go. Alright, first things first. Minoru boost, yeah, words. And I guess we'll go and fuck around with this Gotsumon. That sounds worth our time. And the next guy that can talk, I will have parlay with the Dokugumon. He also looks away as if bored. Pretend to cry. Think it would like that. No. Alright. Go who? The monster seems to reflect by the side of a human. Smile and wave? No. Read you, okay? This, you might like this a bit. Well, that failed. Oh well. If shit hits the fan, Agumon can always evolve. Or Digivolve. Whatever we call it this week. Alright. I hope you know what you're doing, Lopmon. Guess you look forwards like that. And Floramon, I think that's your name. Yes. You do that. Sure. Okay, next turn. Oh wait, we have the Gotsumon doing shit. Okay. We'll continue attacking you from behind because fuck you, mainly. I could have had him evolve into Movement Chicken. But problem with that is alright, I guess Gilmon will just do this. 50%. Anyway. So yes, can I Cure Liquor him? No, it doesn't seem like it. But yeah, where was I? I don't know. I'll get in the swing of things eventually. I just need a bit of time, which is also why we're doing this, because, you know, it gives me time. Like, fights give me time to not have to do voice acting and stuff like that, not have to think as much, which is kind of like, it is an interesting way to go about that sentence, but like, you know, this game's like tactics wise, it is, as others have said, this game isn't particularly demanding, which makes sense. Like, you know, it is a baby game, I think. Like, that's the thing, is it a baby game? Did they aim this at babies? I can't fucking tell. Because on one hand, it has all of the hallmarks of you know, of the children's media that Digimon is a part of. On the other hand, the kids can die. Like, you know, not any of the other things, like, not fucking words. None of the other things particularly strike me as, like, child-unfriendly. There's, like, you know, there's Ghost Game. Ghost Game was running while this game was being developed, and they have a similar tone to them. And Ghost Game was, for one, pretty fucking good. I mean, the ending, you know. But aside from that, like, funnily enough, before Ghost Game tried to grow a story suddenly, like, or tried to go an overarching story that is very explicit suddenly, before then, Ghost Game was really good. As an episodic horror series, children's horror specifically, and yeah, there were some people. I remember people talking about it being like fucked up and shit, and like, yes, horror, and by extension children's horror, can be fucked up. Like, you know, I guess I look at it differently than some other people might, because, like, one of my favorite series growing up, but anime series particularly growing up, was, you know, Ghost Stories, which I watched without the American dub. Like, it wasn't, you know, talking about how the rabbits fuck and stuff like that. It was like actually a translation of the real script, and that was good. And Digimon Ghost Game was basically, to me, what if Ghost Stories had Digimon in it instead of actual, like, monsters. It was just Digimon. And I guess also the kids were technically aged up, but whatever. So yeah, I guess we'll go and talk with Minoru, see what he's up to. I don't know. Minoru, what's that guy doing? Oh hey Minoru, didn't expect to find you here. You seem down. I think you will find he is merely calm, rather than down. Isn't that so, Minoru? Yeah, I just needed to clear my head. Everyone is so divided. Not that I'm exactly the most cooperative guy myself. Really? But you get along with everyone, Minoru. The truth is, I've got a rotten personality. I get along just to get by. It's nothing to be proud of. I can talk a good game, but that doesn't help much with all these monsters. Not at all. Minoru. Minoru's not usually this negative. Maybe it'll help if I let him talk about what's going on his mind. I guess what's going on. So what do you think's actually going on right now? Beats me. It kind of feels like we're in some weird kind of sci-fi story though. Definitely the sort of thing you'd only expect to see in fiction. But there's no use crying about it, right? Might as well enjoy it. You could live your whole life and never see anything like this. And it's happening now. You sure have an interesting way of looking at things.
Sci-fi? Fiction? What are those?
I too am uncertain, but from how Minoru speaks of them, they must be enjoyable.
Then I better like him.
Whatever. Good enough. There's more, I guess. How are you feeling? Oh, don't get the wrong idea. I'm not depressed or anything. I'm actually pretty excited. Can't wait to see what happens next. Alright. What's our next move, I guess? So what do you think our next move should be? An adventure, of course. Let's go adventuring. We got monster monsters backing us up. We ought to get out of here. We ought to get out there and explore this place. There's no point just sitting around. That's quite the approach. Right? I'll totally make it big someday. Minoru's skipping around, but I can still hear the trembling in his voice. What do you make of our current situation, Minoru? This all seems like fun to you? I'm being optimistic, it's true, but we can't like this is some funeral all the time. That's why I want to be a little upbeat, you know. Yeah, it's not like Minoru's oblivious. Wow, but he's trying to stay fired up. As for our situation, here's what I think. We've been thrown into another dimension. At first I thought we might be in the future, but that doesn't make any sense. And this isn't some movie set either, we talked about that. It's probably the least realistic answer, but it might just be the truth. So think about it, if we accept that this is what happened, how did we get there? And since we made it here somehow, there's gotta be a way back, right? Yeah, you're right, that makes a lot of sense. Good thinking, Minoru. Very cool and level-headed of you.
Amazing, Minoru.
I know, right? And then there's the screwed up message. I bet it's the key to getting out of here. What, all this nonsense? I don't know. You sure about that? Hey, I'm just saying it might be a clue or something. Wanna turn over every stone. Anyway, yeah, we shouldn't give up just yet. I guess not. You sure or something else, Minoru? So that's what I've been thinking. Was it any help? It was a big help, thanks. Of course we need to get everyone's opinion before we settle anything. Yeah, I know. Good luck thinking up something that'll get us all on the same page. Get us all on the same page, huh? Minoru can seem thoughtless, but he really does care. Anything that's actually behind him. What is that? Oh, giant mushroom. Cool. And a crisp apple. Oh yeah, and while I remember, we can evolve Gilmon. Three monsters cannot be devolved. I like Gilmon better than I like Growlmon. Growlmon, yes. But at the same time, I want Gilmon to progress. I want him to be of use. Yeah, well, Growlmon, and then whatchamacallit. I want to call him Noblemon, but that's not his name. Go after Growlmon. Gallantmon, there we go. But yeah, I suppose, just judging by our thing with whatchamacallit, like getting the evolution stone from Hongmon, I'm gonna assume that we'll just need to beat the bosses to get those. You know, we haven't really been properly introduced yet.
That's true. I'm Agumon. Nice to meet you.
And I'm Takuma. I'm Floramon, Saki's partner. Pleased to meet you. I'm Lopmon. I'm Shuji's partner, I guess. take it we're on the same side then. Of course. Well, I'm more on Saki's side. If she ever leaves, I'm going with her. Well, you sure don't beat around the bush.
He doesn't seem bad though. And she helped protect those two.
Naturally, Saki is very special. Yeah, I care a lot about Shuji too. Got it. Well, it's nice to meet you both.